Being upbeat does not mean pretending everything is fine. It doesn't mean ignoring real problems. And it definitely doesn't mean plastering on a fake smile. Being upbeat is about understanding something most people underestimate. Your thoughts shape your emotions. Your emotions shape your energy. And your energy spreads fast.
Welcome to the Better Culture Podcast, where we make the clear connection between better culture and better business. This podcast is for leaders who want to build stronger teams, drive thriving companies, and enjoy your leadership role along the way. Now here's your host, Brett Hogeveen, a leadership and culture aficionado, keynote speaker, and co-founder of Better Culture.
A few years ago, I watched two leaders walk into the same meeting back to back. Same agenda, same team, same problem on the table. The first leader sat down, sighed, and said, all right, let's just get through this. And just like that, the energy in the room dropped. A few minutes later, another leader walked in, looked around and said, okay, this won't be a walk in the park, but we've figured things out before. Let's see what we can come up with. Same reality, completely different energy in the room. And the room followed it instantly. This is a Better Culture Fast Blast episode, a blast of practical leadership insights designed to get in, get useful, and get out, usually in 12 minutes or less. Today's Fast Blast comes from a topic we explore much more deeply inside Better Culture's signature 20 Tenets of Culture framework. This is tenet number 6, and we call it being upbeat. Now, let's clear something up right away. Being upbeat does not mean pretending everything is fine. It doesn't mean ignoring real problems. And it definitely doesn't mean plastering on a fake smile. Being upbeat is about understanding something most people underestimate. Your thoughts shape your emotions. Your emotions shape your energy. And your energy spreads fast, whether you intend it to or not. And honestly, life is just a whole lot more enjoyable for you and for everyone else around you when you choose to be positive, optimistic, when you choose to be upbeat. Here's the mistake many leaders make. They believe their attitude is private. This is just how I feel. It's not affecting anyone else. But that's never true. Your outlook leaks. Let me slow this down for a second. Think about the last few meetings you were in. Not the agenda, the energy. When things got tense, when pressure showed up, when results weren't where you wanted them to be, what did you bring into the room? Because before people process your words, they read your posture, they read your tone, they read your face. You're not just part of the atmosphere. You're setting the thermostat. You consistently show up cynical, pessimistic, or defeated. It changes how safe people feel speaking up and how bold they're willing to be. It changes how much creativity actually shows up. Negativity never stays contained, but neither does optimism. I once worked with someone who wasn't openly negative. No complaining, no eye rolling, no dramatic speeches. They just sighed. A lot, okay? Every project started with, this is going to be tough. And eventually, people stopped bringing them ideas. Not because that person was rude or unkind. It was because they were heavy. That unspoken message was always the same. When you're hanging around me, don't get your hopes up. Every day, every project is just another slog. That's how draining energy usually shows up. Quietly, but steadily. Now, here's the part pessimists don't love to hear. Optimistic people tend to be happier and more successful. Yeah, not because life is easier for them, not because they're naive, but because optimism changes how setbacks are interpreted. Pessimists often call themselves realists, but more often they lower their expectations. And then they pat themselves on the back when things fall apart. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Expect things to go wrong, and you'll behave in ways that invite it. Expect things to go well, and you'll act in ways that make success more likely. So how do you actually practice being upbeat, especially on hard days? Here are 4 simple moves. First, act your way forward. Don't wait until you feel positive. Take one small step. Smile, whistle, skip, for all I care. Just start with a tangible, positive action. Momentum is one of the fastest mood changers there is. Second, practice gratitude on purpose. Gratitude and pessimism can't occupy the same space. When negativity creeps in, force a shift. Write down what's working, what you appreciate, what you'd miss if it was gone. Focus on gratitude. That's not denial. That's crafting an intentional, positive perspective. And it works. Third, do something kind for someone else. When you're stuck in your own head, service can pull you out. A small, unexpected act of kindness can interrupt that negative loop for both people involved. Write a thank you note. Plan a thoughtful surprise. Hold the door for a stranger. Find a way to brighten someone else's day. And finally, fourth, pay attention to who you spend time with. Energy clusters. Spend enough time around chronic negativity, and it will shape you. Spend time around hopeful, forward-looking people, and that spreads too. If the energy of others is bringing you down, talk to them. Play this episode for them. And if they don't want to change, vote with your feet and change your circumstances. Brighter, more upbeat pastures await, I promise. Here's the part leaders really need to hear. The cost of not being upbeat isn't just lower morale. Over time, pessimism sets in. People stop offering solutions. They stop taking initiative. They stop believing their efforts will matter. Not because they don't care, but because the emotional signal they're getting is, well, this probably won't work anyway. Nothing's going to change. That's not a motivation problem. That's an energy problem. Here's the big takeaway. Being upbeat isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about seeing the positive in every situation, knowing that things are figure-outable, and being excited about future possibilities. In leadership, people don't just follow plans or strategies. They follow your energy. So here's the real question. When you walk into the room, are you lifting the energy or draining it? Try today being just a little bit more upbeat. Want to take the next step to building a stronger culture? We're offering a free 15-minute Better Culture strategy call directly with me. We'll take the time to help you identify real opportunities to make your workplace better. No sales pitch, just real advice to help you lead better. Grab your time right now at betterculture.com/free call. Let's make something even better together.